Today's challenge, a pair of pampered Chihuahuas.
What are you barking at?
Who are very noisy.
And it's ear piercing.
And in your face.
You cannot get her off, can you? What a nightmare.
In Basingstoke, best friends Gilly and Kate live with their 18-month-old twin Chihuahuas, Wilma and Joanna.
They're our baby girls. They just complete our family. I do pamper them, but I don't spoil them. I just sometimes give them like a little lavender massage at night, just to relax them. And I do my home baking for them. Cookies! I think we're both very soft with them, and we know that we shouldn't have done that, maybe.
And that means this pair of spoiled sisters now rule the roost.
We have a real issue with squealing.
It is really loud and really shrill.
And it's like piglets being scolded. Even if they hear somebody outside talking, they'll go berserk. And if I'm having like a Zoom call with my manager and the team, and they start, it's impossible because I have to keep going on mute so that they can't hear what's going on in the background.
And when friends come round, these diminutive divas get rather frisky.
Wilma has a bit of a problem kissing and licking. She loves people.
Woo! You're so friendly. Hello.
So as soon as they sit down, she's on them.
Come around for a bite.
When she starts doing it, then Joanna will come up as well. Well, it could be dangerous if you've got a hot cup of tea.
I worry more for the dog.
And when left home alone, the stroppy sisters take their frustrations out on the house.
They start licking at the plaster, take the paint off. They've chewed through the doors, stairs, like your
Door frame.
bedroom, all over the place.
Jill and I have been friends forever, but I do think it causes some friction. They're only 18 months now, but I think they're going to get more and more willful. Their behaviour isn't going to get better without some guidance.
I'd like two nicely behaved little Chihuahuas that didn't do holes in the walls and, you know, lick people's faces off.
Ready to tackle these tiny tearaways' big problems, top dog trainer and behaviour expert Victoria Stilwell.
Now, because of their small size, it's really easy to baby Chihuahuas, but this can cause problems, so it's important to remember that they are dogs, and that needs to be celebrated.
And right on cue, the terrible two make their presence known.
Hello! Hi!
Thank you for coming.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Sorry about the noise.
Yes.
They're just a couple of squealers.
She's very worried right now. Is she like this with strangers?
I think she's always like this. Even if I take her to the park, she'll bark at people and dogs if she sees them.
Really?
Wilma's very confident.
Yeah.
But Joanna, I think, is more anxious.
She's often like this when people come in.
They're both always very vocal when somebody calls.
Okay, so the barking is a big thing. Anything else?
The licking is a problem. So this kissing started from very young, and we thought it was cute and loving. Cute. And we let her do it, and it's got more frenzied with her.
And the licking frenzy has to be seen to be believed.
They just...
It's like a game, isn't it?
Yeah.
Next, Victoria sees what Wilma and Joanna do when they're left alone.
They start licking the paint and then they go right through. It's really quite deep.
So this happens when you leave?
Well, yes.
What I'd like to do is I'd like to set up some cameras in here, and I just want you to like do your normal routine and then go out and walk down the road.
OK.
All right, so then come on.
As both the barking and licking seem worse when Gilly and Kate are out of the house,
You have a cookie.
Victoria is keen to see for herself what happens when the girls are left alone.
Hi, babies.
They obviously don't like being left alone. They're quite stressed about it. There is some sustained vocalization, so they'll bark and then do a little howl at the end, which tells me that they want to sort of seek attachment to their people. Joanna seems to jump up on the wall a lot. She's trying to jump over the gate. I think that could potentially be how some of the destruction starts, because they're just bored. They're lickers anyway, so I mean, what's the difference between a face and a nice tasting wall?
With the girls taking a time out, Victoria sits down with Kate and Jilly to give her verdict.
So it's interesting because the barking, you know, they can't really settle. What I also notice is that Joanna jumped up at the wall.
Right.
So I'm thinking that the actual wall destruction, the wall chewing, comes as a displacement behavior to sort of release any kind of anxiety and stress that they have. But I'm going to give you some techniques that hopefully, when you do go out, it doesn't continue. The barking when people come in, I think it really is a mixture of excitement, hello, who are you? And also, especially for Joanna, she doesn't have that confidence to say hello, so I think she's a bit worried about it. Yeah. I'm going to tell you now, I'm not here to stop your dogs from barking, because barking is a really important communication tool. But I can help you modify it. And the licking as well. I'm looking at you, Jill.
So am I.
It will really help if you don't let them lick your face, because then that will help for guests. But I can also give you something that will redirect that as well when you need. They are delightful dogs, two very different personalities. We'll see what we can do, okay?
Thank you.
All right.
And first up,
Don't cock your leg on me.
Victoria wants to show them how Chihuahuas see life.
And you, Jill, not just her.
This is what we get.
Get down on the ground, and lie down. There you go. And then just view the world. Isn't it odd?
Yeah.
Isn't it strange when you actually do get down on the ground and you see the world from
Yes.
your dog's point of view? And then you've got a stranger coming in, and then they reach down. Exactly. You know, and then look at me. Isn't it hard to look at me all the time?
Yeah.
Okay, you can get up now. How did that feel?
Not nice.
No, it didn't
Not
feel-
nice.
It's quite disempowering, I think.
Yeah.
So we start from that viewpoint. We have a little bit more understanding of how our dogs view the world.
While the modern breed was discovered over 170 years ago in Chihuahua, Mexico, ancient carvings suggest that Chihuahua might have origins as far back as 1,000 years ago. Coming in both long and short-haired varieties, something that never changes is their characteristic intelligence and loyalty. But without enough mental stimulation, they can get easily bored, destructive, and very vocal. And if this pair of precious princesses are to stop face licking, their owners need to fully embrace Victoria's training.
So I think that there has to be one rule for consistency so that she's not confused. So would you be okay if Wilma doesn't lick your face?
Absolutely, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
What I want to teach Wilma is not so much to stop licking, because I think that telling dogs to stop doing things is exhausting. I think the best thing is to call her off, give her something to do. Right, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to stick out my hand. And she's going to touch it, because dogs are naturally curious. So when you present something to them, they're naturally going to nose it.
Okay.
Yes. And when she does nose it, I say yes. And then I give her a treat. Now I'm going to add a word to it. Touch. Yes. So she's getting the game. There you go, little munchkin.
And once they learn to associate touch with reward, An outstretched hand should instantly divert the dog's attention away from licking faces.
Jill, I'd like you to do this now.
Okay.
You're going to sit where I sit. There, look at, she's sitting beautifully.
Touch.
Yes.
Ooh, perfect, well done.
Touch.
I see training as a dance. You both have to learn the steps, and sometimes it takes a while. Training sessions are short, 3 to 5 minutes, maybe 2 or 3 times a day. Don't do it too much, because it gets boring. And then you'll see that she'll decompress, and no more licking your face.
Touch. We're looking forward to embracing what Victoria's going to teach us, aren't we?
Yeah, because I think it is probably more about training us than the dog at this point.
Yeah, I think it's probably fair.
In Basingstoke, Victoria addressed Joanna and Wilma's face-licking habit with touch training. Now she's going to deal with their tendency to damage the house when left alone.
You wouldn't think of a Chihuahua being a working dog, would you?
No.
They have incredible noses. So why can't they be a scenting dog too?
Yeah.
I'm going to put a treat where she can see me putting it.
Okay.
And then you're going to tell her, go seek.
Okay.
Ready? And tell her, seek.
Go seek.
Stopping the wall chewing when Jilly and Kate are out starts with a mentally stimulating activity when they're all at home. And sniffing is a brain exercise as demanding as they come.
That's sniffing.
Good girl.
All of this sniffing is really good for her.
Okay.
Sniffing makes dogs feel good when they're searching and seeking for something, floods the brain with this neurotransmitter called dopamine, which modulates mood, especially for her, right? I'm going to put a watering can there, and I'm going to put it behind the watering can, and I'm going to say, seek, and I'm going to point my finger. So now she's starting to seek. Look at that. Oh, and she's found it.
She got it.
And by getting the dog seeking every day,
Joanna, seek. Good girl.
they'll get plenty of mental enrichment.
Fabulous. What do you think about your scenting Chihuahua?
I love that.
Jumpy Joanna was a natural.
Wilma, seek.
Now it's willful Wilma's turn.
Well done. Good. Dogs are very good at following pointing. If you think about it, this gesture by itself means nothing. It's just that we've attached a meaning to it. But the amazing thing is that dogs actually learn really fast what a human point is.
Wilma, seek.
By tiring out Wilma and Joanna with regular seek exercises,
Seek.
when their owners do leave them home alone,
That's it.
You're a good girl.
they'll want to use the time to rest rather than lick and chew walls.
Come on.
Victoria said that Joanna was really quick to learn,
And she said that Wilma was very good too.
but slower. But so, honestly, Joanna did steal the show.
Jilly and Kate's biggest problem is with barking triggered by the front door. Fortunately, Victoria has a plan for that too.
What we're going to do is build up an association with somebody knocking on the door with a different activity. So that's where we use what I call a sustained reinforcer. Because when you give a dog a treat, they eat it and then they're done. But if you have something on a licky mat, giving them activity they both like, but I'm also building up a positive association with people knocking on the door.
Okay.
Victoria uses a simple cue,
Thank you.
and when the dogs respond, they're rewarded.
So I'm building this cue up. Thank you. I move a little bit now.
Normally, even approaching the door would overwhelm the dogs and start them barking.
Thank you.
So Victoria has to take things gradually.
Do you see how I'm building it
Yeah.
up and building it up?
But by constantly repeating the cue,
Yes, very good. Thank you.
she can eventually reach the door without a bark.
Only licky mats for this.
Okay.
Licky mats, never any other time.
Oh, okay.
Praise and rewards like toys and treats are great for training. But overuse of rewards can devalue them, making them less useful when it really counts. Once your dog has learned a new skill, try using the reward less frequently. Encouraging them to respond even when you don't have rewards in hand. Now it's Kate's turn to try getting to the door without triggering the dogs.
Girls, thank you.
Very nice.
Girls, thank you.
Perfect. Building up this nice ritual. Go down, mess with the door, just fiddle with the door handle, come back. Whether they're barking or not, say thank you, give them a treat, then the licky mats.
Thank you.
There you go, licky mats on the floor. Perfect.
The girls are doing so well, Victoria's stepping it up and attempting to use the front door.
All right, go do your thing.
Some barking is natural,
Thank you.
but Wilma and Joanna are clearly quick learners.
Very good. You let me through the door and then you were walking back and they were
They
going,
came, didn't they?
I know we're going to get the treats and I know we're going to get the licky mats.
Yeah, we've got this.
But only through repeated practice of Victoria's techniques can Jilly and Kate hope to change their Chihuahua's challenging behaviour.
If you allow them to be dogs, you'll also be able to baby them too. But remember, you have to have that balance. And I think if you are consistent, they're going to be in a much better place.
No, we'll crack that. We will work
All
on
right?
that. Thank you so much.
Well, it's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure that you came, thank you.
And I have to say goodbye to my babies.
I know.
Oh, all right.
Thank
Good luck.
you so much.
All right.
All right.
See you.
Thank you for
Bye.
coming.
Do you want to come with me? No?
No. I think the training has shown that these are good dogs and that they're quick to learn, but
But the problem has perhaps been a little bit more with us, you.
yeah, and you, yeah.
And you.
And with hard work, Jilly and Kate begin to see changes. Seek training is controlling the wall chewing.
Good girl, Willie.
The touch cue is reducing the kissing.
Well done.
And the barking is easing off.
Good girls.
We're
Yeah, we
really
really-
keen to make them
Yeah,
better dogs, aren't we?
We've stood by the rules
Yeah.
and broken them.
And now Victoria's returned to see Wilma and Joanna's progress for herself.
Thank you. Good girls. Here you go.
Hi.
Hello. Welcome to my new home. I know. I think I should applaud you. It worked. They're a lot more relaxed, I think, don't you?
That
So
is amazing.
I'm so glad. Come on through.
It's like a different household.
I think they may be the smartest dogs in Basingstoke. They are so switched on,
Yeah.
so clever.
Yeah.
Got a friend round in the week. He came in and he's like, who are they? I said, I don't know. I don't know who they are.
It truly is. It's such a marked difference. And when I left this house, I was like, oh, they'll do it. They'll work. And, you know, you have.
These former divas have stopped chewing walls, they're a lot less noisy, and as for the face licking,
We haven't even had any big kissing things, have we?
No.
I've really... Well,
So-
a little kiss, but not...
That's fine.
Yeah.
So there's none of that real neediness.
No.
Like, I need to be
No.
in your space and
Yeah,
I
no,
need
she
that.
has been...
So you feel better.
Oh my God, massively.
I am in Chihuahua heaven.
I really know now that it wasn't their fault. I think we'd given them no training, no boundaries, so they were just wild. Victoria has had a huge impact because everywhere's calmer and quieter and we're just more relaxed, aren't we? Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I just met different dogs to when I first came here. The house is so much calmer. The dogs barked a little, like they should, but as soon as Kate said thank you, they stopped. Unbelievable result. And I think it shows that when human behavior is a little calmer, the dogs respond accordingly. I really could not be happier with this result.
Thanks for watching. If you love It's Me or the Dog and want more dog training tips and tricks, visit my official site, positively.com. And if you're interested in learning more about becoming a dog trainer, check out the Victoria Stilwell Academy. Links to both sites are in the description. I'll see you online.